In this video, we are going to study about the literary devices used in the poem A Tiger in the Zoo, written by Leslie Norris. The first literary device we are going to discuss is alliteration. What is alliteration? Alliteration is the same sound that occurs at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. Let's see the example. The first example is stalks in his vivid stripes. You can see in this sentence stalks has S underlined and stripes also has S underlined. That means in this sentence S sound has been repeated, and that is alliteration. Second example, in this sentence you can see that B of behind and B of bars is underlined. This means in these two words B sound has been repeated. Let's go on to the next literary device. Repetition. What's repetition? Repetition is when single words, phrases, lines, and sometimes even whole stanzas are repeated to create a musical effect or to emphasize on a certain point or idea the poet wants to emphasize. Now let's see the examples. Here, velvet quiet and quiet rage. Okay, so quiet word is used here. In both the phrases, the word quiet is repeated. Why the word quiet is repeated? Because the poet wants to emphasize through these words that there is a lot of silence in the zoo, even though the tiger is present there, as compared to the forest, where the tiger's presence will create a lot of noise. First, the birds or animals will will shout or scream, and secondly, the lion himself will roar. Next example is brilliant eyes and brilliant stars. Here the word brilliant is used in both the phrases. That is the repetition. Why this word is used? Because the poet wants to emphasize on the point that the eyes of the tiger are shining brightly with the desire to be free as the shining stars in the sky. Let's go on to the next literary device. Next literary device is oxymoron. What is oxymoron? Oxymoron is when two contradictory words or ideas are put together. Okay. What is contradictory? Contradictory means opposite. Okay. Let's see the example. It is quiet rage. Now children, rage means wild anger, violent anger. Okay, when a person or an animal is angry, they always make noise. Okay, the animals may growl or roar. Okay, and whereas the human beings may shout. So, scream or shout. So, quiet is silence. Quiet word is associated with silence, whereas rage word is associated with noise. So, these two are opposite words. So, that is why this is which literary device is this here? It is oxymoron. Okay, let's go on to the next literary device now. That is transferred epithet. Now, what is transferred epithet, children? When an adjective is used not with the noun which normally qualifies but with some other noun. Once again, an adjective is not used with the noun which normally qualifies but with some other noun. Let's understand with the help of an example. Now, quiet rage. Though we have used this phrase here also. That means quiet rage is example of two literary devices. One is oxymoron and the other one is transferred epithet. Okay, now what is transferred epithet? Let's understand with the help of an example here. Now this quiet word is adjective and rage word is anger, that means noun. Okay, so it's an abstract noun. Now quiet Anger cannot be quiet, as I told you earlier also, that it is also associated with, it is always associated with noise, whereas quiet is associated with silence. Now in the poem, who is silent? Who is not expressing his emotions, his anger? It's the tiger. Okay, so this quiet word should have been used with tiger, not with rage. So it is not qualifying rage. It will be qualifying the noun tiger. So that is why this adjective we can say here is wrongly used. So it is known as transferred epithet. Okay, let's go on to the next literary devices. The next literary device is metaphor. Now what is metaphor? Metaphor is used to make a comparison between two things that are not alike. Alike means not same, but do have something in common. Let me give you an example that he was a lion in the battlefield. Now he stands for soldier, and lion and soldier are not alike. They are not same. But what is same in both of them? Their qualities. Like what are the qualities? Fierceness and bravery. Okay, so let's see the example from the poem and understand it. The example is on pads of velvet quiet. Here, what has been done? The tiger's pads. What are pads? Under the tiger's paws, there is something very cushy. Okay, it's made of flesh. It's quite cushy, so that when the tiger walks, he doesn't make any sound. Okay, so these pads are very soft and smooth, like velvet. Velvet is a fabric. Okay, which is also very soft, silky, and smooth. Now these pads are made of flesh. Velvet is made of silk. So there is no means they are not alike, they are not same, but their qualities are same. Like velvet is soft and smooth, whereas pads are also soft and smooth. Okay. So here the poet compares the pads of a tiger's feet with velvet, as both are soft and smooth to touch. Let's go on to the next literary device. That is the rhyme scheme. All the five stanzas, consisting of 4 lines each, consistently follow the same rhyme scheme, that is ABBC. So, rhyme scheme has been discussed with the explanation of the poem also. So, that's all. Thank you.